Welcome. You are watching Line Screw 1. Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. Well, I figured since Valentine's Day is coming, we should get Carolyn's RV Life a Valentine's Day date. And it begs the question of what is even possible. Now, don't look at me. Among my many character flaws is that I'm shallow. So I'm far too shallow to ever date Carolyn or anybody like her. She's a little too chunky monkey, a little too wrinkly, a little too old, a little too bad personality, a little too liberal, a little too socialist, a little too everything. If you get what I'm saying. But that's not to say that every pot can get a lid. And has a lid, deserves a lid. She deserves a lid because she is a pot. I've seen, she's getting big like a pot. And she has been saying she's been doom scrolling and revenge eating because of Trump. Apparently she's gonna blame Trump for her obesity because she's just eating her way into as a protest. I guess maybe she thinks she can get 2 votes if she makes herself the size of 2 people. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Democrats can make all sorts of different rules in their head, right? But nonetheless, it begs the question. So let's go through the universe of possibilities for a Valentine's for Carolyn. First of all, I'll exclude what she cannot have a relationship with. Okay, first of all, she can't date a conservative man. So right there, there's a huge chunk non-available. She can't date any younger men because younger men have a lot more options. So forget that. She can't date anybody who would disagree with her. So she needs someone who will always be amicable to her amazing wisdom, which begs the question of why do so many people listen to her? She's a homeless vagabond who lives off-grid, who rarely showers. And we're supposed to take that with respect and think she's some sort of brilliant politician, some brilliant political strategist. I say no. So it begs the question, who can she date? Now, if she was a switch hitter, that could double her chances of a date on a Friday night. But I don't know if she's a switch hitter, if you catch my drift. But I do know that she has excluded all sorts of people because she's pretty much put herself out of the market because she's not taking care of herself physically, mentally, emotionally. And who wants to be with somebody that's angry all the time? So I'm thinking we need a man to take one for the team. We do. Now, it's going to be a beta boy. It has to be. A beta boy who has no options, or a beta orbiter, if you catch my drift. So is there anybody in the lower 48 or any of the 10 territories now is there anybody in the 10 provinces or the lower 48 that could step up to the plate? Now, we have heard of Ralph. Ralph is actually from a conservative part of Canada in Alberta, but he's obviously a beta because he hangs out with her. He's one of her moderators. If you always notice if there's like a comment she doesn't like, she goes, Ralph, take care of that, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. And of course, she went down to Mexico with Ralph in tow. So, Ralph, why don't you step up to the plate? You seem to have all the impeccable credentials. Or is she not even digging you? So, which would be pretty sad. If you actually got rejected by her, you'd think it would be like a compliment. At least I would. But anywho, so who will actually step up to the plate and put a ring on her finger and pay her bills? I think she still got some student loans. It was only a couple years ago she was saying how she still had student loans. I mean, for goodness sake, lady, you're in your late 50s. What, did you borrow enough money to become a physician or something? How come you got student loans at this age? Like, what up with that? Wonder how much credit card debt she's got. She obviously doesn't have the credit to buy a new RV, or else she'd probably be living in a new one. But anyway, that old RV clunker that she's got, it's on its last legs. And you know, once the transmission goes, it's not worth fixing it. So you might as well just put the money into a new RV. And her revenue's down. She's not realizing that behavior has consequences. She doesn't realize that actually acting this way, and she's trying to be a bit concerted about it, where she puts a lot of her crazy liberal socialist stuff on her other channel, or it's on Threads, or it used to be on Twitter. And she thinks her regular viewers don't know about that. She thinks her viewers are stupid and doesn't actually know her politics, when her politics constantly bleed through, especially on her other forums. So she's underestimated the ability of her followers to tolerate even her nonsense, and her revenue's down. She used to be able to just kick it out of the park with dumb videos that got hundreds of thousands of views. It's all over, Carolyn. So you got to find a man. I know you can't find one, but I'm rooting for you, and I believe in you, girl. I really do, girl. There is a beta boy or a beta orbiter somewhere for you. You just got to learn to be nice. Even the beta boys appreciate a woman that isn't mean to them all the time and isn't demanding. So, do we have any suggestions? Maybe any kind of C or D level washed up celebrities that might want to hook up with Carolyn? I don't know. Is there anybody out there? Really, put your comments down below of who could actually hook up with her and be her Valentines this year. I don't know. It's going to be a pretty small list. So, it's just funny to speculate about these things. So, she's going to do a slow run to the bottom, it looks like, meaning that she won't concede and get a job and just get on with her life. She'll just keep doing the poverty lifestyle, hiding out in the desert, milking her mom in upstate New York for a place to live in the summer, and just trying to live off the fat of the land. But she is angry that a lot of the benefits that were given out are no longer going to be given out. And she's quite angry, like a lot of the Democrats are, that Trump is cutting the fat off the pig. And rightfully so. I mean, I'm a taxpayer. I don't like to see my taxpayer money wasted. And all my Republican friends I know are not excited about seeing taxpayer money wasted. But she is very angry that those entitlements are coming to an end.
I got you, I got you, I got you.